time shot. It's time shot. I'm in the place where my friends are, and I know together we'll go far. Yeah, time shot. It's time shot. And I'm still doing things the time shot way.
Hello, people. It's Poet, and we're back in TimeShot. Now, I wanted to show you guys kind of what I worked on off camera. Due to, well, actually, this was, a lot of it was done on camera on a stream that I did. I've been streaming regularly, you guys know, and I've been working on things like this when I stream TimeShot. Little things that progress me a little bit. So I worked on the basics of this on stream. I got essentially the slab blocks done, and probably I think I did the base block too, the base there that my cursor is running along, and I did this slab piece right there, and then this slab piece right there, these two slabs. And what I then did, I put the water all the way along, and that was great. So that was the basics of it. I built this big thing on stream, big basin to catch the water in. That part is pretty well done. I have to design a pattern around the base of that. Probably will do that on a stream or something too, but in the meantime, it's done. What I then did is I pillared out along it and put steps down. So this is a design that I actually borrowed from TimeShot Season 1. The bridges that I had going between the donor hall areas had this kind of a step, slab, step hook underneath the bridges. And ever since I did that on Season 1, it's just been a really attractive design for me for doing hanging bridges and stuff. I haven't done it for any of the bridges like that one, for example. Or the ones with the little lanterns coming down off of them. But I wanted to do something here for this aqueduct similar. And I think that makes it look really, really nice. It just adds so much design to it. It rounds it out so much. I love it. I love it. And then I chipped away the slab in between each one. Put stairs underneath each one, and again, all helps to round it out. And I wanted the spaces there to showcase that yes, there is water there. And how did I do that? Well, you can kind of see it in this one, is that there is actually a small glass pane. If they were clear, transparent, it would probably look even better. More transparent, the better, because it would give the illusion of hanging water. But I also wanted to follow my design, so I used the glass panes that I had on hand rather than transparent glass. I don't know that I'll change it just because it's a pain in the butt to change it, but I'm probably going to be up there again while working on the pillars. So, you know, I could always change it if I really, really, really wanted to. Some of the water spilling down got rid of the torches there. So anyway, today's going to be a really, really chill episode. I just wanted to quickly, I had an idea. See, this pick is too strong, actually, I think. So I need to use my fortune pick to do this very carefully. But I'm going to be taking away the middle blocks every couple rows here, simply because, did I lose one already? Jeez, gotta keep kind of track of where I am because I'm kind of forgetting. Okay, and this will just expand it a little bit because I was looking at it from afar, from a distance, and the looks of it we're all right. I'm actually going to go like this because this helps my brain. Okay. Go like that all the way across. Now, the reason I'm doing this is to kind of give the illusion of length. I mean, it's a very, very long structure, but I don't want it to look like, you know, too scattery. It's a very hard thing for me to describe why I'm getting rid of every second little thing, but it's essentially just to space it out so that it doesn't look like a big zipper. Like I just don't want it to be too jagged looking. I want it to look like an aqueduct more than anything else. I think that this will greatly help the appearance of it. So let's see what I just did. I actually hit the ground there before I landed in the water. Where is he? Where is he? Whoop. Got him. All right. So, yeah. Oh, yeah. That looks so much better. I don't know how, but my eyes just love this so much better. They just do, you know? It expands it somehow. Visually, it makes it look a lot better. And then what I'm going to do, I have to still pace it out. I haven't figured it out yet. I haven't counted yet. I'm going to be putting pillars underneath it to hold it up. Probably only between 2 and 4 pillars, depending on how big I make them. Maybe even only 3 pillars, an odd number. One in the middle, and then 3. I can count 1, 2, 3. Might do that. Really depends on how I want to space it out. I gotta really figure that out first, and it's just gonna have big pillars holding it in some way. I might just do one here, one at the end, and then figure out what to do in the middle. Probably gonna be 3 pillars, but that's gonna be holding up the aqueduct. And I think that looks really nice now. All right. So, with that done, and with that kind of explained a little bit more. Ooh, there's a dark area. How did that happen? It happens. I mess with the pipes sometimes, and who knows what else. And dark areas are made. I got 1 stone brick left. Look at this. I did a bunch of work. It's so... Like, some of the work that I do... Here, I'll just, there. Some of the work that I do, I'll work for like 2 or 3 hours. I think I worked on this for 3 hours yesterday, and it felt like I accomplished nothing. Nothing was accomplished in 3 hours. And that. Yeah, because there's a lot that I have to show you guys still. I'm going to be going into the end today. Where's my pumpkin head? Do I not have a pumpkin head? Gotta go to spawn and get one? Alright. Gotta go to spawn and get a pumpkin head. I'm going to be going to the end because Spacey MC, the guy who does all of the overviewer things. If you've ever seen the TimeShot overviewer, it basically shows you an like a top-down version of the world. I love it. I love staring at it. I love staring at the old ones. Everything. I just love it. But what was I saying about it? Oh yeah. So the overviewer. What was I? I'm losing my brains here. Top-down version, overviewer. Will also work. Something. I don't know where I was going with that. Holy crap. My brain just, I forgot everything in life. Now I don't know math either. What's my name? So I love the overviewer. That's a thing. That's a comment. But I work for hours. I look at the overviewer. I want it to look good. I know that much. That's not the comment I was going to make. I work for hours and hours and hours trying to make it look nice. And it's just, nothing is accomplished. Nothing is accomplished. I worked for hours on this hill right there, or maybe the one beyond it. And you'd never know. Look at this, too. Oh, I remember the overview. Okay, yeah, the end. Right. I had to retrace my steps. I'm going to the end because Spacey, who does the overviewer, showed where all the shulkers are. And he said that there's also a Elytra left. And I don't believe him. So I'm going to go and see. I'm going to go see for myself if it's true. And hopefully I can find some new shulkers and maybe some Elytra. But I wanted to show you also, like, look what I did here. I've been using cobble to kind of shape out and terraform. I know it's a weird concept to use cobble to terraform with. But this is all going to be replaced by the smooth stone, remember. So in the meantime, I use cobble. I could actually use gravel too, I guess, in a pinch. Go like that. There, that looks better. I use the cobble to kind of outline where I've shaped it. So that's kind of what that's all about. And then I did the same thing over here. Cut this little path here. So I have this path here that comes this way now. And then it goes upwards. Like so. And then it goes around here. This is all going to be quartz pathway. The same as we've been doing. And comes down over here to this area. Because there was... And to this build. I'm going to have probably an entrance to the build right here. Because there was otherwise no way to get to this platform right here. Except going through the mountain. And I've now closed that off. With my cobble. Look. I've turned all of this into stone. Most of it. You can still see that I got a little bit to do. But most of it is stone. That I was starting to do on stream also. But the real project... Okay, so I gotta go to spawn, get my pumpkin head. I'm gonna grab a bunch of ender pearls just right now. As many as I have. And then with that, I'll show you guys kind of what I was working on. So, I don't think I worked on any of this. Did I? No, it's this mountain right here that I was working on. See, I did the top little part, turned that all into stone. That took probably 30 minutes just to do that little tiny bulbous part. If I fly over there, I can actually show you also what I worked on. And it just takes so much time. This should be lit up, all of this. Takes so much time. Let's get up there. There we go. Yeah, right here. Look at this. Okay. So a lot of this right here was sand. And what I've done, you can see that I started it right there, is I cap it off at the top and then I pillar, because the stacks of sand, like look at how tall they are. Sometimes they're 9, 10, 11 blocks tall. And I'd lose count if I just did my standard, 1, 2, 3, pillar, 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 1, 2, 3, 4, pillar, 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 pillar. It would take too long to do one for 11 blocks down. So I cap them off at the top like I've done there. I pillar up with dirt and I just turn them manually into stone. It's a longer process. This took me probably 2 hours to do. And you can barely tell. This is what I was saying. You can barely tell that any work has been done. Oh, I did this little spot too. Right here. So this is all done up to there. All right. So, work in progress. Work in progress. I spend hours and hours and hours on it for very, very little reward. it's quite tough. What's the best way to do this now? Oh, I almost made it. Almost. All right. There we go. So I know that I probably won't have much time to get to the end and do all that stuff. This is a work in progress too, by the way. I had to tear it all down. I think I told you guys about this. I had to tear down this whole wall. This wall was done. I had to tear it all down because I realized that the that my build was off by a block on each side. So I had to tear it all down, and I've now just kind of protected it with cobble again. I also need to get some chiseled blocks and finish that up. Otherwise, I think that we're done this tunnel. That back area is going to be the hardest part to do. To the stronghold. I'm not ready yet. I need that pumpkin. Need the pumpkin. So anyway, I did want to point out, yeah, I've been streaming regularly, trying my best to anyway. It's tough. It's really tough. See, I know that people embrace streaming, and once I get started streaming, I'm fine with it. I'm fine with streaming. I love it. I enjoy it. You know, you don't ever have to come to a stream and say, like, you know, oh, take a break because I know that you don't like this. No, it's not the case. I actually really enjoy streaming. But it's tough because for some reason, I don't know if it's the time, because, you know, streams are generally about 2 hours long. I can't put it on because this is a stupid curse of binding. You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be kidding me. Oh. I can get rid of that. Maybe the bucket, that. You gotta be kidding me. Clear my inventory before we go into the end. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die to a stupid Enderman in the middle of the end. I'm gonna lose all my stuff. Doesn't matter. I'm going anyway. Live life dangerously. I never care. I've lost my stuff on TimeShot probably 8 times now. I think I was keeping track up to 7, so I think I've at least done it another time. So let's say 8. Most of which came, I think the most came at the Sea Guardian Temple in the water. I died there, I think, 3 times. So maybe it's up to 9. I'm pretty sure it's only like 8 though. So I died 8 times and lost everything 8 times. Like, I've died more than 8 times. I've died 24 times. But 8 of those 24 times, I just lost everything. Had to start again. Anything that I hadn't put away, I had to recreate. So all the mending that I've got on my armor and weapons and items and stuff, I had to repurchase with diamonds or re-enchant. All the tools and stuff, the Fortune 3 pick, I had to get again. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll actually go to one of these chests and drop off stuff. Like, you know, I don't need to bring my Fortune pick. I don't need to bring the Pet Me Prosecutor, but I will. I'll keep it. In fact, I'll take some more arrows. Could be useful to kill shulkers. I don't need to bring my Silk Touch shovel for anything. You know. My rubber booties are amazing. I need them because of the feather falling. Yeah, I need my armor to survive. So we're just going to deal with it. At least my pick and shovel will be fine. Right? So keep in mind. Can't look at an Enderman. But yeah, I've been streaming. It's difficult to do. Difficult to get motivated more than anything. I don't know why. And I talked to other people about it. And they say that they often have the same problem, that it's really, really hard to get motivated to stream. More so than it is for me to get motivated to do a YouTube video. To do a YouTube video, I often just sit down and I start doing it. There is no, motivation, lack of motivation. I just do it. Okay, so I gotta go to, yes, this way. This way as far as I can go, up to the world border. So streaming is very difficult to get started to do. I don't really know why, but it just is. And then once I've gotten started, it's fine, but it's just so tough. I do it 3 times a week. I've been trying. And I've been debating, like, do I use Beam? Do I use YouTube? We had that talk about streaming services the other day. Oh, God. With the new Enderman mechanics in 1.11, you can't look at them anywhere without them being mad. So on that bridge like that, that's very scary. But yeah, where do I stream? That was the question that I kept asking. And I was sort of on the fence about it because I really enjoyed the kind of personal nature of Beam. And I like the way that their site looks. I like the way that the technology works. Of course, my fiance works for them. I know that the people who used to run the servers for Hypixel are the guys who run it. I've met them before at Minecon. It's a very tight-knit community. I know a lot of the staff. Oh, God. I just saw this guy. Yeah. Boy, he took a long time to kill with my sharpness 5 sword. So yeah, I like Beam for all those reasons, and YouTube is one of the most frustrating websites to work with in the world. It might be one of the most popular websites to watch videos on, but if you're a content creator, it's one of the most painful places to do things. So it has a love-hate relationship because all of my fans and the majority of people who follow me are on YouTube. I streamed to Beam one day. I think I was playing Overwatch, and I think I had 3 people. 3 people in the chat, including myself, I'm pretty sure, and a mod, and then like one person who felt that they wanted to watch. So 3 people is not that good of an attendance for Beam. And then I streamed to YouTube the same exact thing and had over 100 people there. And right away you're like, oh, okay. Like, this is clearly, if I want, nobody likes doing work that isn't going to be seen by anyone. It just starts to feel sort of, why am I doing this sort of thing? I have mad props. I give so much credit. I go to some of these streams sometimes, and a guy will try. He's trying to be entertaining, talking to the camera, putting his personality out there, playing a game, and he'll have 1 viewer, and it'll be me who just happened to, stumble upon the stream kind of thing. It doesn't matter. They still put their best effort out there, and for me, it would almost feel like, why am I doing this? Like, what am I trying to do? Why am I doing this? I'm putting all this effort out. Keep in mind, it takes a lot of work and effort to get motivated to do streams, and you only have 3 people show up. Is not a very happy experience. Oh, God. Ooh. That one felt like I was going to miss it. I don't know why. How far are we right now? We got a ways to go. A long ways to go. Jeez. I think I underestimated how long it would take me to get there. Well, I'll just keep walking anyway. The world border in the end is like 2,500, and I'm at like 1,000 right now. But I've already walked probably plus 500 in the negatives. So, geez, takes a long time. But anyway, what I started to do, and I mean, I've been told about this kind of service in the past. I thought I looked at that guy. I heard about this service in the past and never really trusted it or never used it or never felt that it was necessary or whatever. But it's called Restream. And if you're a streamer, it broadcasts your stream to multiple sources. And I've seen people do this before, and I always was like, what's the point of that? You know, just stick to one service. Your following will all be there. You're not splitting the following. How do I get over there? I don't have blocks. My pearl would not. I'm going to try it. Worst case scenario is that it hits the side and I die, but let's throw it like that. Oh, I made it. Okay. With 4 or 5 blocks to spare. All right. Best would probably be to just go like that. All right. Look down so that I'm not looking at an enderman in the face. And we keep our walk going. So yeah, I didn't want to really split the audience in half. You know, part of it on Beam, part of it on YouTube. That to me wouldn't be very enjoyable either. But once I did it, I just tried it. So I broadcast to both Beam and to YouTube. And what I found is that I actually started getting a ton more people watching on Beam. Like, tons more. And it's not just because, like, you know, Beam is a better service, that it works better or anything. But there are certain perks, like, if someone follows me on Beam, it comes up on the screen. So people get like a little minor shout out type of feeling, I guess. So that's a really nice thing for them. They see their names on the screen. I give them a little bit of a shout out. Thanks for the follow. And I think people like that sort of interaction. And then there are, of course, the chat in Beam is much more instant. So you can say something in chat and I will reply to it. And, it's instant. It's very instant. Like maybe 10 seconds off at the very, very, very most if I was lagging. Whereas YouTube, no matter what you do, is going to be 30 seconds plus. 30 seconds of delay plus before I can reply to what you just said. So people like that element to it as well. And more bots and stuff work with Beam too. So in the future, that might be an issue that people see that they prefer as well. The chat would be more interactive. But yeah, what I saw is that a lot of people who were watching on YouTube actually switched over and started watching on Beam. And my Beam following grew exponentially over the course of, you know, just a few days of streaming to both. I streamed to both twice. And I went from 3 people watching, remember? There's the border. There's the border. I went from 3 people watching to something like 30 people watching, which for Beam, 30 people will get you near the top of the viewer board. On YouTube, streaming to several hundred people doesn't even get you anywhere near the top, because it goes on YouTube viewers. And if somebody from like Rooster Teeth or Yogscast or, you know, a big channel group starts streaming, they're going to have 50,000 people watching on YouTube. And you're not going to ever be able to compete with that. Not for a second. So I feel like on Beam, yeah, there's a little bit more of a... Oh, God. Yeah. Come here, no-nos. No-nos. That's what he is. Pearled right in front of his face. And he didn't like it. Gotta watch. I'm going... Oh, God. Yeah. We're not gonna... I might have to just either cut and show you guys what happens. Because even at the end of this talk, I'm not even going to be near it. I got to go to 1600 right now, and I'm at negative 90 something. So I got a ways to go now in this direction before I get to those new end cities that haven't been looted, apparently. The ones that have all the shulkers in them, despite me exploring one. That I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I gotta go see for myself what happened and why it's like that. Do they respawn? No. I don't get it. But anyway, yeah, that's kind of an exciting thing. I just wanted to kind of tell you guys about and give you the behind the scenes sort of perspective about it. That the streaming, I'm really enjoying it. I really do have fun doing it. I love the interaction of it. And part of me actually, for some strange reason, believes that it's the future of gaming on the internet. Whereas, like, right now, you know, I'm doing a lot of YouTube videos. I do a YouTube video a day at least. Minecraft dinosaurs, all that kind of stuff. But the future, the way that I make my money right now, might change towards more of a streaming service in the future. I predict that that's going to be the case. I predict that it will happen that way with enough time. Because people seem to enjoy it a lot more. You get that little minor shout out. You get that interaction. You can kind of feel like you're coming along for the ride. You get to talk with the streamer and stuff as they play the game. Give suggestions on the fly without having to wait for another episode. They usually last longer. You know, an episode might be 30 minutes, but streaming's 2 hours. So there are real huge benefits to streaming that the viewers enjoy. And I'm sort of excited to see how the whole thing pans out. I'm going to be streaming to both Beam and YouTube now. But yeah, obviously I prefer Beam, I think. And it's funny because you go back a few episodes ago. I think I even called it like live stream discussion or something. I was talking about the live streams. And see, I've been here before. These are from me. I'm the only one who pillars out with smooth stone. I'm following my tracks, whether I like it or not. Woo! That one was a little bit close, I felt. That's where I'm going. That's where I'm going. See, I've been here before. For those cities to not be looted over, I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Spicy, I don't believe it. We're gonna see. But yeah, I feel like streaming is definitely the future. I want to embrace it more than reject it. Because I've always been that way. You know, I don't prefer streaming to YouTube. I definitely don't. But I don't want to say, like, no, I'm never going to stream. I do want to stream. I do enjoy doing it. It's just something completely different. You almost can't compare the two. Let's go like that. In that direction. Where are we now? Ooh, we're halfway there. Living on a prayer. All right. So I think that's where I'm going to cut it at least. It's been 35 minutes, and we talked about the streaming and stuff. And that was the natural progression, I think. Ooh, that's a weird generation there. Look at that. It's like a big flat sheet. Weird. Huh. But anyway, I'm going to make a cut here. And we're going to get to the end city, and I'm just going to say, like, yep, he was right, or nope, he was wrong. It's not him. That's wrong. It would be the overviewer. That's wrong. But we'll see, because I just don't buy it. I don't buy... Where did I get these chorus fruit? Did I pick these up somewhere? Okay, so it looks like I pillared over to there. See if I can hit it. Made it. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh. Oh, God. Oh. 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 Scared the crap out of me that two of them came at me. Oh my God. I'm gonna make my cut. I don't know where I am right now. I'm just gonna get back to the surface. Get some pillaring blocks. Yikes. Maybe they were coming after like an end mite that was under my feet. And I just happened to get scared and punch them or something. Or any others that are mad. Okay. I don't know where I am. I don't see that little pillar anymore. Oh, there it is. Okay. Back on track. I'm going to make my cut. And we'll be back in a tick. I'm back. I lost everything. If it wasn't 9 times before, it was certainly 9 times now. It was a missed ender pearl. It was just my ender pearl hit the side of a mountain rather than landing on the platform underneath it. I tried my best to pearl again. I hit my ender pearl. The ender pearl just flew up and didn't hit anything, I guess. Or before it landed, I was dead in the void. So I lost everything. I lost Jake's sword. I lost that efficiency pick, all my armor. Thankfully, my fortune pick is still there. But everything else, the shovel is still there. Wow, great. My silk touch shovel. Everything else is gone. So, including my rubber booties. Man. Oh well. I guess we'll never know whether those shulkers are there or not. We'll be seeing you guys next time on TimeShot. Bye-bye.